Good afternoon, all. Welcome you to this 21-day innovative training program on recent technologies of agribusiness management and agri-entrepreneurship. Today, we are lucky and it's such a pleasure to have our organizing director uh, in our presence. Dr. Ratna Nashke, is the professor and dean of College of Agriculture and Research Station, Narayan, Chhattisgarh. Ma'am is going to deliberate on the topic of empowerment of rural, rural women through entrepreneurship. Uh, Ma'am, you have all the control. You are visible, audible, and presentation is also visible. Please start. Thank you.
Thank you, Majid. Uh, Dear participants, let me first apologize because in the morning you couldn't have the session, and the morning session of Dr. Manmeet Kaur. But she's very dynamic scientist, and she's working in Jammu and Kashmir, and her lecture was a case study. But due to the adverse condition of the weather as well as the other problems of the power and technology, so she could not deliver her lecture. So with the advantage of the technology, and so kindly bear with us, and we will accommodate her in any time in coming schedule and in coming days, and will accordingly will convey you. So hope you will all bear with us, and I once again regret for that, and for that inconvenience caused to you all, and thank you. So with that, I will come to my topic now: empowerment of rural women through entrepreneurship. So as Swami Vivekanand has said, that the best thermometer to the progress of the nation is the treatment of its women. So I have taken this topic because we are talking about the entrepreneurship. So we just forget about the rural women who are doing a lot of work in the area. So uh, most of our uh, most of the people have said that there is no chance for the welfare of the world unless the condition of the woman improved, as said by the Swami Vivekanand. And our first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, has also said that when women will move forward, the family moves, the village moves, and the nation moves. So the empowerment of rural women is must in the entrepreneurship to bring the transformation in the society. So now coming to the status of the women, women have the half of the world population with enormous potentials. Realistic and potential role of the women remain disregarded and unchanged. India in general is having a patriarchal society. Status of women fabricates a picture of inequality, discrimination, illiteracy, weaker sex, dependency and exploitations. And these are the major gender issues. So improving status of rural women. So in agriculture, rate of women's participation is higher, but they are regarded as unskilled and low paid workers. And this has the negative impact on the agriculture productivity. And coming to the status of women can only be improved through economic independence. When we give the economic independence to them, then the status of women will rise. So thus the development of women entrepreneurship is needed to increase the participation as well as to give the economic independency, and through income generating activities. And it will also bring changes in the agricultural development. So women do work to support their family, create identity, and be independent. And therefore, agripreneurship will help to make rural women economically and socio-psychologically empowered. So what do we mean by empowerment of women? The concept of empowerment is always regarded as the expressed in the terms of ownership, control over resources, or rights and freedom for the woman. And empowerment is the process of change by which individual or group gain the power and ability to control over their life. So, what do you mean by entrepreneurship and startup? So, entrepreneurship is the ability and readiness to develop and organize and run a business enterprise along with any of the uncertainties in order to make the profits. It can be based on the existing idea or on a new idea. Whereas yesterday, I think Dr. Sarvanana Araj has given the good lecture on these agri-business startups. So I will not go in detail for that, and just I will touch the definition of that. A startup is newly emerged business venture. It is started by individual founders to meet a market gap. Startups intend to solve problems uniquely and to grow large, since the startups face high uncertainty and have a high rates of failure. So this is the difference between the entrepreneurship and the startups. So type of entrepreneurship: small business entrepreneurship, privately owned or operated by the small numbers of the employees and relatively low volume of sale. Whereas scalable startup enterprises emerge through out-of-the-box thinking and based on the innovative business ideas. Large company entrepreneur, huge company with defined life. And social entrepreneurship, this deals with the social needs and problems of the persons. Then concept of farm enterprises. Farm enterprises are activities associated with the production of farm as well as the produce which we get it from the farm. So examples are poultry, sheep, dairy, vegetables, flour, coconut, etc. And each activity is considered an enterprise since it has an investment for the production and provides an income for its product. Sometimes output of one enterprise is the input for the another, like poultry and integrated farming. If we take the integrated farming, so in that the one enterprise is the input for the other. So type of farm enterprises: crop enterprises we can take, like a paddy, vegetables, wheat and flour. Now you will ask me how the can develop a crop enterprise prices. So I can tell you that when I was in a KVK Jagdalpur, so we have developed a Malgaon. There a group of 5 farmers were there, and now they have become a millionaire because they are going for the. They have got the tie-up with the some company, seed company, and they are producing the seeds for that company. So they are earning 20 lakhs to 30 lakhs per season. Then livestock enterprises: dairy, poultry, piggery is there, fisheries, fish production, capture, fish processing is there, sericulture enterprises can be there, agro processing enterprises, that is the value addition and processing of the food articles. Then area of agro entrepreneur categories, we can the other when we come for the other this thing bifurcation, so that will be productive resources, then agriculture commodities and facilitative services. So these are the other types of entrepreneur categories. Then what are the profitable business ideas in agriculture? As I dealt with the agriculture farm, then corn farming, vegetable fruit farming, spices processing, fodder farming, florist can be there, flour milling, dal milling. These are all the value addition side. And then the livestock feed production can be a good enterprise. Then lakh cultivation, fish hatchery, dairy farming, goatry, quail farming, poultry, fish and shrimp farming, beekeeping, vermicompost, organic fertilizer production can be a very good profitable business ideas. So coming to the entrepreneurship, so how the rural woman we can dealt with the entrepreneurship to develop the entrepreneurship for the rural women. So there will be a economic empowerment will be there. Then she will improve the standard of living. She will have this self-confidence, then enhance her awareness for other areas, then sense of achievement will be there, increased she will increase the social interaction as she will be engaged in the enterprises, so she will increase the social interaction. Then naturally she will engage in the political activities also, like standing for the CO or for entrepreneurship, or she is making any group, so in her enterprises she can become a political activities, she can engage in that. So increased participation level in Gram Sabha meeting for getting the correct information. Then improvement in leadership quality as she will develop the enterprises. So naturally her leadership qualities will be improved. Then involvement in solving problems related to the women and community, and decision making capacity in the family as well as on the community level. So why we need the rural entrepreneurship? We need rural entrepreneurship to generate large scale of employment opportunities in the rural sector. Then rural industries are capable of taking rural and urban migration. And we have seen during the COVID pandemic that how many laborers have come back, and it was a very pathetic situation during in March, April. Then rural entrepreneurship helps to improve the per capita income of the rural people and reduces the gaps and disparity in income of rural and urban people. Then rural entrepreneurship facilitates the development of road and street lightings, as well as drinking water and other etc. Then rural entrepreneurship controls the concentrations of industries in the cities, reduce poverty's growth of slums and pollution in the cities, and create an avenue for the rural educated youth to promote it as a career. Then what are the entrepreneurial requisites, prerequisites are required for the development. So the person who is having wants to have the enterprise as a entrepreneurial activity, has to take the entrepreneurial activities. So there should be a powerful urge from the person, strong determination should be there, hard working should be there, risk bearing capacity they should have. Then if education is not there, but they have to go for some literacy education. Then emotional maturity should be there, knowledge about the attitude of the area and population. Then technical knowledge should be there, legal and technical knowledge in respect to the enterprises which they have to develop. Then technical guidance they should have. Then technical and small technical knowledge should they have before developing the entrepreneurship or establishing the enterprise. Then legal knowledge should be there. Then about marketing knowledge should also be they should have the marketing knowledge about the product, where they will sell and how they will sell. Then administrative skills should be there for the rural woman. Then innovativeness, she should have some innovativeness, ability to use the available resources, and she should also take into consideration the previous experiences or entrepreneurial parents, means the person who have established this type of enterprises, she can take the experiences of her. Then environmental prerequisites are there, that availability of infrastructural facilities should be there, venture capital availability should be there, technical skilled laborers, accessibility of suppliers, and proximity of supporting organizing and institutions for the capital as well as for the loan, etc. Then strategies to establish the business, though respond to the changing world. That what are the needed and what are the demand of the world, she should be aware of that. Then understanding scope for the business commodity in broader perspective, understanding the challenges of the substitute commodity. Then understanding the challenges in the livestock production system, if taking the livestock enterprise as an enterprises, deciding the business target for the foreseeable future, innovative business models, innovative business ideas in livestock, innovative processing and value addition, innovative packaging and branding, innovative marketing should be there. Then organized production, processing and marketing, and continuous change and upgradation should be the one of the strategies to establish the business. Then what are the constraints of women entrepreneurs and reasons and solution? This I have taken from the Manage. Constraints, these are the lack of confidence is there. So reasons are the social norms, morals of the family, or woman lack in the confidence, or she doesn't have the support from the family. So what can be the solution? Solution can be the social workers can develop the women entrepreneurs. Then overburden is due to the dual role. So dual role means managing family as well as the enterprises. She may not uh, uh, give the time for the enterprise because of the burden of the family and looking after the families and old persons in the family there. So sharing of the responsibility by the family members can be done. Then rigid and male dominated market condition. So so reasons are that she is not having the awareness about the market chain or marketing procedure. So family members or NGOs or government related organization can help her. Then lack of proper training, because most of the women is not aware of the training programs which are going by the Apex institutes, or also the KVKs and other university departments, government department. So she should, so skill development trainings can be given or taken from this institute to establish the enterprises as per the need and as per the available resources in the area. Then lack of access to the financial support. So share in the property, government or private loans, schemes, incentives she may not be having. So, or she is not aware of the schemes. So solution is that the equal share in the parental property, access to the private government loans, support, complete information from the other family members is all, or in all walks of the life can be given to the her. Lack of awareness about the training programs that already have dealt back. So lack of the exposure, networking and restricted movement is one of the reason for that. So solution, information support on the schemes and institution providing trainings, financial assistance and about the enterprises and the market facilities. Then lack of access of resources. Withdrawal nature, societal zero paradise, hesitant to nature of the woman, keeping them away from all resources and not going to bank, or cannot communicate with the officers of the bank. So capacity building should be there for the is the solution for establishing the to remove this constraint from the woman. Then how to develop a woman entrepreneur? So first of that, all that when we are going to the rural areas, we should target the woman as a specific group. Not other persons should be involved in that group. Then better education facilities and schemes should be extended to the women from the government as well as from the NGOs or the person who are organizing for the women entrepreneurs. Then adequate training programs should be there, and women should be allowed for the participation regularly. Women should participate in the training program too when the entrepreneurship development program is there. Then vocational training should be given to them. Skill development emphasis should be given on the skill development of the women. Then training on the professional competence and leadership skills should be extended to the women entrepreneurs. Then training and counseling on large scale should be given, so that the psychological causes like lack of confidence and fear of success will be removed from her mind. Then counseling through the aid of committed NGOs like psychologists, managerial experts and technical personnel should be provided to existing emerging women entrepreneurs. Then continuous monitoring and improvement of the training program should be extended to the women. Then Women should be focused on their marketability and profitability, and whatever the women should be trained in this area also. Then making provision of marketing and sales assistance from the government part. Then to encourage more passive women entrepreneurs, the women training program should be organized, and they should be recognized her own psychological needs and should express them. Then some are the supporting institute which helps to the women for giving the loans and all. So the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD. So I will not go in detail because one of the NABARD personnel is going to give the lecture in coming days. The Rural Small Business Development Center, National Small Industries and Corporation, Small Industries Development Bank of India, Rural and Women Entrepreneurship Development, World Association for the Small and Medium Enterprises, the District Industries Centers and Manage, and NIRD, etc. are the organizations or institutions which are supporting for the loan as well as for developing the for the capacity building. Then women are better entrepreneurs than men. So this was the Boston Consulting Group published a report that why women-owned startups are the better bet. So there are some points given that women are better entrepreneurs than the men, and I think that you can read it. Female-owned firm generated higher revenues, create more job than the male-owned peers. Women executives significantly improve startups company performance. On more that women are more effective in senior leadership roles, and women are better calculated risk takers. This is very important, and women are more likely to take the long-term view, means they have got a long vision or future vision they can see. And startups with the more female executive have a higher success to the failure rate. So now coming to, this was all about the theoretical part, but practical part, this is the empowerment of rural women. My experiences are there. So one of the Bharat Ki Lakshmi was the program which was taken by the Indian government, and our Prime Minister has said that भारत की नारी शक्ति प्रतिभा एवं दृढ़ता और समर्पण का प्रतीक है. एंड व्हाट इज द प्रोग्राम वाज, ये प्रोग्राम के जरिए राष्ट्र भर की महिलाओं के द्वारा किए गए सराहनीय प्रयासों को सामने लाना है. प्रधानमंत्री ने महिला सशक्तिकरण के कार्यों को रेखांकित करने वाले नए अभियान पर एक वीडियो साझा किया था लास्ट ईयर 27 अक्टूबर 2019 को. Then brand ambassador of the Bharat Ki Lakshmi was PV Sindhu, badminton player, and she said that समाज जब विकसित होता है जब महिलाएं सशक्त होती है. And similarly, Deepika Padukone also released a video that she said, चलिए इस दिवाली में हमारे देश की महिलाओं के योगदान और उपलब्धियों पर प्रकाश डालते हैं, उनका जश्न मनाते हैं. So my story of vermicompost production was shortlisted in Bharat Ki Lakshmi, that is the program was given by the government of India. So this vermicompost production program I have taken with the skilled oriented training programs, and under the vocational training program Mukhyamantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, when I was working in Rajnandgaon, and we have trained 785 women in this training program. I have got one video which I will show you later on after the completion of my slideshow. Then similarly, dairy farming was also taken as a enterprise for the rural women. And this program was also taken by me when I was working in Rajnandgaon College of Horticulture and Research Station. For 3 years I was there. So women from different SHGs were motivated for the dairy farming, and today 395 women involved in the dairy farming. Process was that in 2016 and 17, only the interested women from the different group were asked to come forward voluntarily. Then 40 women were given 2 cows. At this juncture, successful case were only 18 and 11 women. And from these 18 women also, 11 women were successful to rear the livestock in their home. Then motivated the SHG's members of the other villages also, and Samiti were found. So the process of dairy farming was that 11 women which were successful were used as a motivator for the different groups women, and the women got ready. Women from the different SHGs were asked to form a Samiti in their villages. Then Samiti is working as per the norms and is registered. Then women from different Samitis were given training for the dairy farming with the help of the experts and the state department. Then 67 cases were submitted for the approval. Sanction of the cow were purchased as per the norms of veterinary department, and the later the cases were given to the NABARD also. Then 395 women joined in second phase, and now they registered as a Bamleshwari Dugdha Cooperative Society Sandi. Then one step ahead. This is the what when we were working there, so we have also had the very opposition from the society, but even then we have managed to bring the women at one platform, and you can see that ताने से है अपनों ने भी मजाक उड़ाया पर हौसला नहीं छोड़ा। संडी की महिलाएं दुग्ध उत्पादन से जुड़कर परिवार का मजबूत सहारा बनी। सोसाइटी का सालाना टर्नओवर 2.5 से 3 करोड़। Then next was next enterprise which we took as the agarbatti making, and I'm only talking about the rural women who are in the villages. So 6 groups were involved, trained, and started making agarbatti through government schemes. We have established the units. NABARD also helped. Now 1,500 women were joined. Now making agarbatti villages of Churia, Dongargarh, Chui Khadan, Khairagarh block of Rajnandgaon district. Then this is also one of the news coverage by the this thing. बापा पर फूल चढ़े को एकत्र कर अगरबत्ती बनाएंगी समूह की 1,500 महिलाएं. What happened when this गणपति का फेस्टिवल जब होता है तो उसमें काफी फूल चढ़ाए जाते हैं और वो फूलों को फिर रास्ते पर फेंक दिया जाता है या फिर उसको कचरे की ढेरियों पे. So what we did, we asked all the women to to collect these flowers and to dry them and to make the powder of that and then make the agarbatti. So महिलाओं व युवाओं की टोली पहुंची पंडालों में बापा पर चढ़े फूल को इकट्ठा कर रहे हैं. नदी तालाब में नहीं फेंकने देने की दी समझाइश. एकत्र फूलों से देंगे महिला समूहों को और फूलों को सुखाने का काम भी शुरू हुआ. देन बापा पर चढ़ाए गए फूलों के इस्तेमाल से अगरबत्ती बनाने का बजट हुआ आधा. बिकॉज द पाउडर विच वी वेर परचेसिंग it was costly also, but when we started using this dry powder of flower, so naturally the budget has curtailed. Then महिलाओं की समूह ने कहा भास्कर ने आस्था के फूलों से अगरबत्ती बनाने की दिखाई राह. Then coming to the individual success stories, Pyari Bai, vegetable cultivation through organic farming. Pyari Bai is the one of the farm women. She is living in Metapad, Churia, Rajnandgaon, and having the members of the family, 7 number of the family members, and family income was 60,000 per year. And then she was having a 3 acres of land. Irrigation was tube well and rice and vegetables she was taking, and animals 4 cow, 2 ox and 2 buffalo. Poultry birds were with her, 25 in number. She joined SHGs in 1998 for the credit and social interaction, participated in awareness program and training on the social aspects. But in 2016, when I visited to that village, of course, with the Ma Bambleshwari Federation, so we trained women in vermicomposting, vegetable cultivation, preparation of organic compost, seed treatments, trichoderma production, and mushroom production. This all we have established in her place. Then in 2018, she started taking the vegetable production in Badi system round the year. This was a major change in her. And organic farming, she started with the organic farming and rice cultivation in 2 acres. Land on lease, she has taken 2 acres. Then cultivating the vegetables. Then vermi tank. Through one of our scheme, she has constructed 1 vermi tank at that time, but after the motivation and all, she constructed 4 tanks, and then vermi wash 5 to 700 liters she has collected in 1 year. Then vermi worm she is selling at 800 rupees per kg. So total income received in that year was from vegetables 1,20,000, from vermicompost 70,000, vermi wash 10,000, and vermi worms 4,000. Then Raibari Bai, I have also taken this success story because she was a lady with, she is a Muria caste lady and a tribal woman. And when I was working in Jagdalpur, we started working with her in 2003. And then she came in contact with us. And then how she has started developing herself. So she is living in Kondalur and she is illiterate. One thing I want to tell you, she speaks the language that is Muria language, and whatever she speaks we understand, and whatever we speak in Hindi she can understand. But we don't understand. We cannot speak each other's dialect. So she had a 1.5 acres of land and 0.5 acre of plant, and was having a irrigating land with TEDA, that is a local technique for the irrigation technique of the Bastar region. So since 1991, she was doing cultivation of crops and vegetable by applying traditional methods. She came in contact with KVK in 2005 when we adopted that village and actively participated in the activities of the KVK. And whatever the technical guidance we have given, as KVK all team has given, she followed that and she adopted that farming and cultivations of vegetable around the year, rice in Kharif season, maize in Kharif season, and Rabi season. And she revealed that this year she has earned rupees 5 lakhs, which was previously only 3,000 to 5,000. So in the year 2007, one Dabri was excavated in a half acre of upland, and today she has started integrated farming on that. On one tree she takes the vegetables and planted the fruit plants, and she purchased a diesel pump for the irrigation. She has motivated the tribal women village to form a group which helps each member for the transplanting of rice. This actually ये इस प्रकार से उसने किया था कि when they were working means individually, but when we were there, so we told them that when you are transplanting rice, so you don't get the labors during that time. So why don't you all form the group of 26 ladies together, and you put your this nursery 1 or 2 days in 1 or 2 days gap, so that you can transplant the rice field accordingly and according to your needs also. So she is being called as for the narrowcasting on Doordarshan and All India Radio Jagdalpur for sharing her experiences. She was also the member of the Scientific Advisory Committee from 2007 to 2009, and now she is a regular visitor of the KVK. And as a progressive farm woman, she is called for every meeting in the KVK Bastar. and she also received the program award as a Krishak Samriddhi Award in 2009, and more awards she has in her credit. Then annual income is for 4 lakhs to 5 lakhs. And actually, last means in the month of January, I visited to Dantewada for some program of KVK. So there I met her, as she was called as a progressive farm woman from the KVK to represent the KVK Bastar as a farm woman group. So she told me that she cultivated the watermelon, and she has earned 2.5 lakhs from that watermelon. Then this is my first empowerment of woman empowerment story of my career, when I was working in Rana Hanuman Singh Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Badgaon, Balaghat, now which is with the JNKVV. And this lady, she is known as Kaushalya, and now she is a master trainer of that KVK. Whenever any training program regarding the woman is taken, she is called for tailoring and cutting trainings over there, and also for the other trainings also, because when I was from 93 to 2000, I was there. So she was with me, and for every training program she was helping me. And then I've also developed a quality for in under her, so that in her for giving the trainings and all. So now she is a master trainer for that KVK. This is the Krishi Vigyan Kendra Badgaon Balaghat. And Mahila Khushal to Desh Khushal, thanks. And I'm sharing one of my video that is for just 2 minutes, and then I will take your questions also.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
In Maharashtra, we are having Mahila Bachat Gat, and here we are having actually it's
The
good.
QA will be after the video.
successfully-
Can we wait a bit? There would be a video playing, then the QA would be there. Can we wait few minutes? Ma'am, please continue with the video, then we can have the QA.
Yeah. And I'm sharing my video. Change people. मैं डॉक्टर रत्ना ऋषि ने डीन कृषि महाविद्यालय एवं अनुसंधान केंद्र नारायणपुर छत्तीसगढ़ महिला सशक्तिकरण एवं सामाजिक उत्थान के लिए वर्ष 1990 से काम कर रही हूँ। वर्ष 2016 सितंबर में मां बमलेश्वरी फेडरेशन राजनांदगांव की स्व सहायता समूह की महिलाओं को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने हेतु मुख्यमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना के अंतर्गत वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग दी गई, जिसमें की 785 महिलाओं को ट्रेनिंग दिया गया। इन महिलाओं में से 625 महिलाएं मुख्यमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना के अंतर्गत पंजीबद्ध थी। महिलाओं के द्वारा वर्ष 2017 जनवरी से खाद उत्पादन शुरू कर दिया गया था। प्रथम में वे खाद को अपने खेतों में उपयोग करती थी और फिर उस जो बच जाता था उसे आसपास के किसानों को 10 रुपए किलो की दर से बेच देती थी। उसी समय संगठित महिलाओं को कंपनी बनाने के लिए प्रेरित किया गया और वर्ष 2017 के अंत तक बमलेश्वरी प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी लिमिटेड नामक कंपनी बनाई गई। इस कंपनी में महिलाएं अपना वर्मी कंपोस्ट, वर्मी वॉश लाकर देती हैं और वे कंपनी के द्वारा बेची जाती है। ग्राम महिलाओं की कंपनी तैयार है, जिसके अंतर्गत आज 1290 महिलाएं काम सदस्य हैं। 2017 में महिलाओं के द्वारा 70,000 की खाद बेची गई थी और 2018-19 तक 12 से 14 लाख रुपए का टर्नओवर इस कंपनी का हो गया है। महिलाओं को वर्मी कंपोस्ट की ट्रेनिंग के साथ साथ अन्य सामाजिक विषयों पर भी जागरूक किया गया। स्वच्छता अभियान, जल संरक्षण, सोख्ता गड्ढे बनाना, बालिका शिक्षा, पेड़ लगाओ, पर्यावरण बचाओ, नशा मुक्ति आदि। महिलाओं को गांवों में वैज्ञानिक विधि से साग भाजी उत्पादन की भी ट्रेनिंग दी गई। महिलाओं को और जैविक खेती की ओर ध्यानित किया गया और प्रोत्साहित किया गया। इसमें महिलाएं जैविक खाद के साथ में जैविक दवाएं भी उपयोग कर रही हैं। कुपोषण से बचाव, संतुलित आहार, विभिन्न पोषक तत्वों की जानकारी लगातार महिलाओं को दी गई। महिलाओं की आय में तो वृद्धि हुई तथा उनके सामाजिक एवं आर्थिक स्थिति भी सुदृढ़ हुई। वे आज किसी के भी सामने बोलने में सक्षम है तथा अपने विचार व्यक्त करती है। विभिन्न ग्राम के स्व सहायता समूह फाफामा, टिपानगढ़, अटर्रा, भकुर्रा, बर्रेगांव, बघेरा, मिटापार, मासूल, मदनपुर, गर्रापार, छुरिया डोंगरी, टेकेहर्रा, टोला गांव आदि इसमें शामिल है, जहां पर की महिलाएं काम कर रही हैं। मां बमलेश्वरी फेडरेशन की सचिव मैडम मधुलिका रामटेके को धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगी, उनका आभार व्यक्त करना चाहूंगी कि
Yes, your questions, please.
Now we may proceed to QA. Please ask your questions, if any.
Madam, in Maharashtra also such Bachat Gat are running.
Sir, your voice is echoing. Excuse me, your voice is echoing.
In Maharashtra also such Bachat Gats are running successfully. And they are having small shops on bus stands, food stalls.
Even in Chhattisgarh also we are doing that, and basically I am also from Maharashtra, so when I was working in like when I was in a private company, should I say that when I was in a private institute, then also we have worked in Malegaon area also. So there also we used to organize the women. That is long back in 1987 and to 1989. I worked in Maharashtra. Basically, I belong to Maharashtra only. So you from where you are?
Dapoli in Konkan side. Konkan region.
Dapoli. Yeah, right.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions, please?
Any other question, please?
Thank you, Deepali. Majid, if not any question, then we will close this session because I have to move for the district meeting also.
Thank you, ma'am. I don't think there are any questions. On behalf of NADCL and on behalf of the organizing committee, we would like to thank you and extend our gratitude towards you regarding this session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Amita. Thank you, Vinit.
This session may be considered concluded and we may join tomorrow at 11 a.m. Thank you.
Thanks to everyone, and I'm very sorry once again. I'm very sorry for morning session. We will accommodate that lecture in coming days. Okay, thank you very much.